Yeah. You already know, man. This is your boy, Hype Fan Neeble, man. Back at you. You already know, man. Shout out to everybody that's viewing this video, man. You already know, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We real Eagle fanatics out here, man. And I gotta do a report on what happened with the press conference. But before I continue, let me look directly in the camera. Before I continue, man, please like and subscribe to this video down below for more Eagle content, for our opinions and everything like that. Also, man, listen, I appreciate y'all for viewing this video, man. Whether you viewing it through passing or you watching this video religiously, you already know, man. So we got some content for y'all, man. We want to talk about the press conference, what happened, what went on, you feel what I'm saying, between Nick Siriani and Howie Roseman, man. I got to double back again with my guy. You know what I'm saying? The first video I gave y'all, it was just a little, just a little me giving it to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Playing video clips and everything like that. But I'm doing this one with my guy, man. He's also a Philadelphia Eagles fan. You already know, man. You can say your information, you can say your name, my guy, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, they already know. Young Jers, die hard, true Eagles. That's what we do. But just to love the game of football, just overall though.
Overall, man. So I know y'all heard enough of me in my last video, man. So I want to kick it off by asking him, you know what I mean? So how you feel about the press conference, man? Tell me about that, man. Yeah. On either side, you can talk about Howie Roseman, Nick Sirianni. You can talk about both or whatever, but just overall in general, man. We just going to get to the overall grand scheme of things before we actually do a little deep dive and breaking down and everything like that. But how you feel about the press conference?
I mean, I feel good. I feel good about it. I also got like some things I still think that needs to be, they need to see and understand. But overall, I would say I'm really looking forward to see what's gonna happen dealing with this off season and everything. Dealing with Howie, I think that I see where he's going, dealing with the drafting and the wide receivers and we trying to go forward and I agree with dealing with the quarterback situation and I'm glad that they see that dealing with Jalen Hurts, that he's developed. Like people is looking at him now, but they actually see that the most important thing he has is progress and and that's was one thing I agree with. So I'm impressed with dealing with the conference. Only thing I could say is that he said one thing about fitting the offense. He said he getting the players and they fit in. They trying to find players that could fit what they trying to do. And I get
that's what I realized too. Yeah.
Yeah. I get what he's saying on that, but at the other time, I kind of disagree. Only with the reason is because I think that's just the issue right there. You trying to find players to do what you trying to do, and it's not working out. Instead of making something out of the players that you have, like making something out of what they concern. Just example, like going back with Nick Foles and everything when he first started, when Carson Wentz went out, and when Nick Foles started, he ain't do good the first game. It's because they didn't have nothing to build with them. And Doug asked him what this fit comfortable in you, and it was the RPOs, and he built that RPO system under Nick Foles, and what he started doing good. So I'm gonna keep it short, but that was just an example of what I mean. That I think we gotta work what we got, build something other on the players that we had, bring out their potential. So that just is more of that, but I don't want to go on and on. But that's one of the things that I see and I look.
Yeah, how I feel about the overall press conference, as I said in the last video, I liked it. They addressed a lot of things that we've been trying to cover and everything like that, especially as far as the defensive side and the offensive side. They addressed all of that in the press conference. They addressed our quarterback situation. even Howie Roseman addressed, the running back situation as far as Miles Sanders and everything like that.
Yeah.
I like what Nick Sirianni said about the free agency and everything like that. How we need to find guys to actually fit our scheme, because every team got a scheme and everything. So
Yeah.
I do acknowledge the fact that they are trying to get a veteran wide receiver, or if not, looking into the draft to actually get a wide receiver. But just the overall thing, they addressed a lot. You know what I mean? Especially Nick Sirianni. He hit a lot of things on the head. I like his mind frame going into this press conference. I like what he was saying and everything like that. He, like I said, he addressed a lot of potholes and everything that we need to do. So let's dig further in real quick. As far as the Jalen Hurts situation now, they both doubled down that Jalen Hurts is the starter for 2022 season. But that still doesn't mean that they won't, go out there and draft a quarterback. They still might go draft a quarterback. Who knows, the games that these coaches and GMs play. You know what I mean? They might say one thing in a press conference and might do another. But we're not going to go that far. With that being said, how do you feel? I mean, how do you feel about him doubling down on Jalen Hurts as a starter?
Nah, I feel confident, and I believe that he has what they looking for,
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they actually see that and not getting into what's going on, the controversies and everything that's happening, and they actually sticking into the plan of what they see in the progress. They building something. I feel like they are gonna build something underneath that. And yeah, I feel confident. I think he could do it. He got the potential. He's developed going towards the being a rookie and getting us to the playoffs. That right there is accomplished itself. And I feel like he's got one of the things that we are looking for is progress. If a person got progress, they can only get better. And when they get better, they not only he got better, now we got a better quarterback. Now we got plays because we got players because we didn't waste our draft picks and waste it on trying to get another quarterback when we already just allow our quarterback to develop. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, and I like it too. You know what I'm saying? As we were saying before, we see the talent in Jalen Hurts. We see what he has and we see what he don't got. As we said before, this is Nick Sirianni. Last year was Nick Sirianni, first year being a head coach or whatever like that. Same thing with Jalen Hurts, first year being a full starter under Nick Sirianni and everything. So they both had bumps and bruises, along the way. And we saw towards the middle of the season how they turned up. You know what I'm saying? So we saw the potential in both. Also, we saw the downfall in both. So I feel like this: you got to give them room to grow, and that's with both. With Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts, you got to give them room to grow. You got to give them room to actually work on the things that they need to work on, especially when it comes to coaching development and quarterback development. Give them time. Now, if Jalen Hurts don't pan out next year, then all cool. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not giving nobody no excuses. Everything is up for pretty much everybody. You know what I mean? So I'm not giving Jalen Hurts no type of excuses, but I will give him the room to develop and everything like that. So with that being said, man, you know what I mean? On the defensive side, because I don't know if you looked at any draft prospects on the defensive side, but I had list a name of defensive backs and everything like that, and one of them, if you go in my last video, you can see I listed a whole list of defensive backs as far as scouting prospects and everything like that. So, what's some of the holes that you think we need to fill on the defensive side? Because the combine is right around the corner, baby, and it's right there. You feel what I'm saying? So, what you think that we need to fill on the defensive side to get everything rolling?
I think we need to fill in on the defense as a pass rusher. I think we could definitely use another pass rusher since we lost. I forgot
Derek Barnett.
yeah. So we have to replace that slot. Like we have to have somebody in that slot because we need somebody to get at that quarterback on defense. That's the most to give. So because our secondary is the they've been needing help for a minute, our secondary. And so if they out there trying to D these guys for too long, like they sooner or later somebody gonna get open, So we need somebody to get that quarterback that pressure to give the secondary some chance and something. And then I would ask then for me, I think a linebacker, a fast linebacker that could drop back.
Cover. Yeah, that can cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. A good linebacker that pretty much could play all of those roles as far as covering and run stopping and everything like that.
Stopping, yep.
Yeah.
So, and I won't hurt for another a safety, but I would say a linebacker and a pass rusher is right now that I would say a focus on. But a safety do sound good too.
Yeah. A safety sound good. If we listen, I'm all in on vice versa. Listen, whether we go draft, a wide receiver and get a veteran safety or a corner, or we go or we go after or we go draft a safety or corner and get a veteran wide receiver. Either one works for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need that position filled immediately. Either or, you know what I mean? Whether it's a wide receiver or a linebacker. I say we go in the draft and get a real good linebacker that could be alongside of TJ Edwards. TJ Edwards is a real good side to side linebacker, but he's still young, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He's still learning on the fly and he's still wet behind the ears. I saw potential with TJ Edwards. I don't know too much about Alex Singletary. That's his name, right? The linebacker, right? The white boy. Yeah. Like he just missed too many tackles for me, man. And not no shade on him, but we got to replace that linebacker spot, especially that, that linebacker and that defensive end spot. So yeah, man, I'm feeling good going into the draft, man. We're gonna do more reports and more updates on the NFL Combine. You already know, man. I appreciate you for this little quick run, man. We had to get the people our.
You already know.
That anything else you want to say on the press conference and everything like that before we head out?
No, only thing I'm gonna say is stay focused, man. Don't go left. Keep moving in the direction, that right direction. Like, that's all.
Yeah, man. Only thing I gotta say, man, as far as the press conference is, I like what I heard out of Howie Roseman and Nick Siriani. Howie Roseman, he had a one-on-one talk just a couple days before the press conference, and he addressed everything as well. So y'all can go check that on YouTube and everything like that. Nick Siriani, Howie Roseman press conference to the Combine that's held in Indianapolis, man. You already know, man. Hype Fan Eagle, man. Subscribe, like to this page, man. You already know, man. Real Eagles fan out here, baby. Oh, you already know, man.